everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday. And before we get started, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button if you like foundation reviews. I also do unboxings and product reviews and giveaways and all sorts of wonderful good stuff. So if you like beauty, you like makeup, hit that subscribe button. And as we go throughout the video, if you have any comments, please leave those in the comment section down below as well. Also, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Anyway, on this week's Foundation Friday, we're going to be doing the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. Now, this is shade 130 Opal. I tried to do a shade match on Sephora.com. This is the shade that they recommended, and I'm looking at it, and it's looking a little bit too pale for me. But we'll see when we get it on. I haven't actually swatched it or anything. So this is, like I said, the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. Before I turned the camera on, I did spray my face down with the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist, which I actually already put away, and my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer is the primer that I have on, which is what I typically wear when I'm doing foundation reviews. So what I did is I went ahead and brought up the Shiseido website. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Is it Shiseido? I'm not 100% certain. I'm going to read to you from the website and let you know what they say about this product. So it does not go very deep. There are all the shades that they offer in this foundation. It's got a lot of light shades, a handful of mediums, and a couple of deeper shades. Now, this is a Korean beauty, I believe. I might have that wrong. But let's go ahead and read the description. It says, a Shiseido first in foundation that self-refreshes non-stop with active force technology. Our long-wearing fluid foundation synchronizes with skin and helps resist heat, humidity, oil, and facial movement to maintain a just-applied, flawless finish that lasts 24 hours. Weightless, breathable, blendable, and buildable. That's interesting. I hope it does all of those things. Coverage is medium but buildable. Finish is fresh and natural. I like those descriptions right there. Formula details: SPF 30, oil-free, all-day hydration, waterproof, smudge-proof, humidity-resistant, transfer-resistant, dermatologist-tested, non-comedogenic, fragrance-free for all skin types. Let's see. It goes into like how to use, how to apply, all that good stuff. So I am going to put this on today. Like I said, I already sprayed my face down with the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I already used my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I'm going to be applying this with a sponge on one side of my face and a brush on the other. In fact, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal sponge, which I haven't dampened yet, so I have to go do that, on the left side of my face, and my It Loves the Foundation brush on the right side of my face. So let me go dampen my brush, or my sponge, real quick, and I will be right back. All right, dampened sponge in hand. We're going to go ahead and, I've been shaking it several times, but I'm going to shake it up just one more time because all foundations say shake well, right? I'm very concerned about this. So it says twist the lid and pump the foundation out. Okay, it doesn't look quite as pale in real life as it does in the bottle, which is good. I'm glad I did like a shade match rather than just look at the bottle in the store or something like that, because that might have gone very, very wrong. So, all right. It might be a little bit pale, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and apply on this side of my face with the brush. And actually, now that it's blending out, it's actually looking really like a really good match. So I'm going to put this on with the brush, and we'll see if it'll cover my volcano on my chin. And then I will be right back. All right, that blended super easy. And right now it's looking really nice. I'm going to go ahead and pick up what's left on the sponge. There's not a whole lot left, so I don't expect it to go too far. But we're going to get a little bit more out. I did 3 pumps. This is pump number 4. I do feel like this is starting to oxidize, though, on my hand and go a little bit more red. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it actually looks like there's like red in, like on my hand. Hold on, let me finish blending this in and then I'll show you what my hand looks like. All right, so I'm going to show you the back of my hand and let you see what this looks like. And actually, hold on one second. All right, hopefully that lighting is a little bit better. I adjusted the lighting there, but it looks really, really pink on the back of my hand. Again, I'm hoping the camera is picking up how pink that actually looks, but that's okay because I actually have neutral to pink undertones, so that's okay for me. But if you have more of a yellow undertone, you might not be okay with this. But I will say that this did darken up a little bit from where it started at. It is definitely giving me more coverage on the brush side. That is typical, I've found, with most foundations that I've done reviews with. The finish, I always end up liking the finish better with the sponge, but the actual application typically for me is better with a brush. Sorry, I'm bringing my camera in a little bit closer. Just because the brush gives it a little bit more coverage and then the sponge gives it a nicer finish. Just from my skin and how I like foundation to look, which is why you see me running the sponge over the brush side. All right. All right. I have a hair on my lip. That's always fun. Let's see. The time now is 11:12. We're going to call 11:15 the check-in time. So I will check in at about 3:15 and then again around 7:15. It is raining today, so we'll see how it holds up there. It did say it was waterproof, right? Anyway, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. This is transferring like crazy. Okay, I'm going to powder it. I powder all my foundations just because I want to give it the best chance possible. I know some people, when they do foundation reviews, they will not use primer and not use powder to give the foundation like a true singular test. The problem is that I always use primer and I always use powder. So I try to compare it to how I always wear my foundation. So we're going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. I will be back to let you know what I think as soon as I'm done. All right, everybody, I am back and my phone is actually charging. It is 11:40, so it took me about a half an hour or so to do my makeup. 11:40, but we are going to call 11:15 the check-in time. So let's go through what is on my face and then I will zoom you in and we can talk about this foundation. So I did use my standard powders that I always use. These are the Physicians Formula. This one is the mineral face powder. This is the mineral correcting powder. I have the Catrice Liquid Camo Concealer on my under eyes, a little bit on my nose, and then on that, you know, volcano on my chin. I have the Balm Take Home the Bronze bronzer in Oliver on my cheeks, just a tad on my forehead. The Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in a Party. Then I have the Glam Glow Glow Powder. I just dip into all three and put that on my cheekbones as well. And now my finger is highlighted for the day, so that's wonderful. I have the MAC Painterly Paint Pot all over my lid as my primer. I'm using the Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum palette on my eyes. I have the cream shade, Vanilla Extra all over the lid. I have whipped cream in the inner corner. What other shade do I have here? Buttered rum all over my lid. I have Bottoms Up in my crease. And Warm and Fuzzy, which is this one right here, all over my lid as well. And I have Bottoms Up, not in my crease, I'm sorry. I have Bottoms Up in my outer corner and my lower lash line. Yes, that's everything. And I'll be honest, the scent in here is not very strong. But the last time I looked, this was sold out already on the Sephora website. I sprayed my face down with the MAC Fix Plus in the lavender scent. I have the ABH Brow Definer in blonde in my brows. I have the Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara on. And then on my lips, I have a little bit of this Tarte liner in Thirsty, which is just a red to keep the red in line. And then I have the Persona Holy Grail Matte. I think the shade is Holy Grail. Yeah. So that is what's on my lips. All right, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and we can talk about the foundation. So we're about a half an hour in, right? Half hour, 45 minutes in. Let me pull the mirror closer so I'm not leaning over into the mirror. And it's a little bit in my line, not terribly. I think it looks good on my nose. I think it looks good on my cheeks. It is starting to crack a little bit around my chin. If you're familiar with any of my foundation reviews, my chin and around my mouth, this area right here is the most challenging portion of my entire face. I get a lot of acne, and I have a lot of acne scars around my mouth. Not sure why, I just do. And I'm 40 years old, so I'm starting to get the lines around my mouth as well. So on my cheeks, it looks good. Forehead looks pretty good. Nose looks pretty good. Although it looks like I might have wiped a little bit of it off on my nose there. I'm not sure what happened. I just have like one little spot on the tip of my nose. This camera might not even be picking it up. It looks like the foundation I just might have like touched it. I'm not going to try to fix that at all because I don't think it's noticeable terribly. I think it just is something that I'm picking up because I'm looking so closely in the mirror. But my chin is starting to crack just a little bit on my chin. Not terribly. So for right now, I think this is actually looking pretty good. It's a little bit more pink than I would have liked. I would have liked it to be a little bit more of a neutral tone. But overall, I think it's looking pretty good. The shade, I don't think is terribly off. Like I said, if it was a little bit more of a neutral tone than a pink tone, I think it would look better with my neck, but I don't think it's terrible. So that's where we are about a half an hour in. I plan to check in around 3:15 and then again around 7:15. So I will see you all in a few hours. All right, you guys, it is time for my midday check-in. It is raining out and I'm in the car, so I'm gonna check in. It's 2:59, so I'm a little bit early, but we're about to run into a store and we're gonna probably be in there for at least a half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. So I didn't want to, you know, be too late. So I figured I'd rather do a couple minutes early than late. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, like I said, it is raining, so I'm not gonna get a very good, like, full sunlight look, but let me shut that because that's blocking some of the natural light. All right, so I was looking in the mirror before I turn on the camera, and that's what I'm gonna go based on while I'm talking. It is definitely cracked up on my chin. I think you guys could see it right in there, but it's not terrible. I think it looks good on my forehead, on my cheeks. I am starting to get a little shiny on my nose, which doesn't make me super happy because it is cold outside today. It's 33 degrees out. Now, when I was in my beauty room, I did have the heat on. And the heat's on right now in the car, which I think you guys probably can hear the blowing, unfortunately. Actually, let me turn that off real quick because I always forget that the blowing makes it hard to hear. So overall, I think it still looks good on the face, on the skin. I think the color in natural lighting is actually really good. The tone of it is actually really good. I don't feel like it's too pink. I was a little worried about the pinkness earlier today, but I think it looks good on my forehead. I think it looks good on my cheeks. My chin is a little cracked, but I think overall it looks pretty good. I actually took my lipstick off because it was getting a little dry. I had to reapply it a couple of times because I was filming a bunch of other videos. So that was feeling a little cracked, so I took that off. But I am starting to get a little bit shiny on my nose. Other than that, though, I think it's looking pretty good. John's actually here beside me. What are you thinking?
Of the
foundation.
Foundation?
Mm-hmm.
It's not terrible. There are some, I definitely see the shininess on the nose. Mm-hmm. You're also getting a little shininess. Now, that could be reflection on the cheekies.
That's my highlighter.
Oh, sorry. And your forehead.
Oh, well, I don't have any highlighter on my forehead.
All right, well, you sure?
But I do have highlighter on my cheek, though.
Okay, well.
So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and go in the store, and I will see you guys at around 7:15.
17.
All right, you guys, it is a little bit early. It is 7:05, so I'm a little bit early, just 10 minutes, so not too bad. I've been looking at this for about the last 15 minutes or so, and I'm a little torn. I think overall it looks good. I am shiny in the nose, so there's that. So I'm not super happy about. I could probably powder my nose a little bit and it would be okay. But everywhere else on my face, not talking about my chin just yet, but my cheeks, my head, my head. my forehead. My cheeks and my forehead, I feel look really pretty good. I think that enough like natural dewiness has come through. Again, my nose is a little shiny, powder, not a bad idea. I think my forehead is a little bit shiny. I think John touched on that in the midday, that he said my forehead was starting to look a little bit shiny. And I agree, it's looking a little bit shiny. I don't think it looks horrendous though. My chin, so it's still a little bit cracked up along the chin. I think you were able to see that. I think the camera did pick it up on the midday check-in. That's not so much my issue as much as around my blemish. I'm not gonna, I can't, number one, my camera zoomed in as far as it can be, so I can't zoom you any further. But like around my blemish, the really nasty looking one on my chin, it's definitely like cracked. The foundation's definitely cracked. Now, obviously, if the better your skin looks, the better the foundation's gonna look. I'm not like under any impression that that's not the case. I understand. My face would look better if I don't have blemishes. I have adult acne. I just do. I'm starting to wonder if I have other medical conditions that are actually causing that. I've been doing some research on some things lately, which makes me wonder about some things. But that's being besides the point. I have adult acne, primarily around my mouth. And a lot of it comes and goes with hormonal changes, and overall I have acne around my mouth. So it is what it is. It doesn't look terrible though. I will absolutely wear this foundation again. I think it looks good. In fact, I would have to say that I'm having a lot of luck here recently with a lot of the foundations I've been trying. Has actually looked really good. So I'm very impressed, but this is on the higher end of the spectrum. I can't remember exactly how much this cost, but it was definitely on the higher end. I don't think that I would buy this full price again. I bought it 20% off in a 20% off Sephora sale, but I don't know that I would recommend buying this full price. There's definitely other foundations that you can get that are less expensive that are going to look just as good, from my opinion. So that is where we are with the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation at 8 hours in. I think it looks nice. I will absolutely wear it again. I might actually take it traveling with me when I travel in the spring. I'm going on a month-long travel for work and already planning now for it. I just might take this along with me because it is a nice foundation and it actually matches my natural skin tone a little bit better than some of my other favorite foundations that I would normally take with me traveling. So yeah. Anyway, I do think this looks nice. So anyway, that is my first impression of the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. Sorry, I forgot the name there for a second. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button. I do Foundation Friday every single Friday, and right now I'm actually doing 15 days of giveaways from December 1st through December 15th. I'm doing a giveaway every single day. So you will be seeing 2 videos on some days, like today where I have my foundation review as well as my giveaway video. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button because if you want to enter any of those giveaways, you do need to be subscribed. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave me any comments in the comment section down below. Did you ever try the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation? I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I know that I've seen some videos where people are loving it. I think it looks really nice. I really do. My chin is just a problem area for me. It always has been and probably always will be. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. One more thing before I let you go. I do have my own online clothing boutique. We have a lot of really cute, warm clothing and also some lighter weight clothing as well that you can use for layering. It is niminis.com. The link is in the description bar down below. If you're interested, I would love it if you would take a look. Again, niminis.com. All right. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.